Burr. Yeah, the restart. Shit was tripping, but we back, bro. Shit was tripping, but we back. Let's see how this rides. I had to change some of the configurations. It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? It's just how it is, man. That's how it is. You got to deal with some of the BS before you come up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Let me let some of my people get back up in here, man. Let some of my people get back up in here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta apologize to my people, man. I gotta apologize because I've been having so much going on, bro. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to like it's not even hard. I feel like my focus hasn't been I haven't been given 100%. You know what I'm saying? That's just being real about it. I haven't been giving 100% as far as putting together a full show, and I apologize for that. Dead ass, bro. That's all. That's about as real as I can keep it. I apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting a lot of no. I apologize for that. You feel me? I'm gonna hit your phone when I'm outside. Shout out to produced by Solo. Shout out to El Peron. Man, but yeah, bro, I haven't been giving my 100% as far as getting these topics and stuff together. But I promise you by Tuesday I'll be back where I was. You feel me? As far as giving um interesting topics, because I feel like I've been asked the last couple of weeks, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been kind of asked, and that's some shit that I'm gonna work on, and I'm gonna get my shit back together, bro. Dead ass. And I put that on my kids. I put that on my mother kids, bruh. Big boo. Nah, but that's how I felt about that whole Joey Badass shit. Shots fired, bro. Because it's like, what for? Stupid. The fuck for, motherfucker? What a motherfucking coach that ain't dominating shouldn't even be on your radar. Too much West Coast dick licking, bitch. I don't understand these people, bro. I really don't understand these people, man. It's like the West Coast ain't blocking your bag, my boy. You feel me? I'll say that we're not blocking your bag. The West Coast industry, the rappers, none of that shit is blocking your bag. You East Coast, the New York motherfuckers is listening to drill music. Maybe you need to do something a little different. Maybe you need to pivot. You know what I mean? If you feel like motherfuckers is you know what I mean, taking off of your plate or something. I don't know. That's just how I felt. You know what I mean? It ain't nobody dissing New York motherfuckers. That shit was weird. Only people that been catching heat is Drake. Drake is not from New York. Drake from Canada. He from a whole nother country. I don't know. The dots just don't fucking connect, bro. They really don't connect. Shit don't make no sense. There wasn't like a clarification fucking book that came out with it. It just don't make no sense. Ever did art with spray paint? No. I wanted to, bro. I wanted to. I wanted to do that shit since a kid, bro. But the only problem is everything I wanted to like tag up or airbrush or anything like that. I remember my dad was like, he was gonna let me, but like hit the wall, and like he was like, nah, cause it's kind of like drugs. I feel like, you know what I mean. If I ever got the chance to hit the wall up, then what? I'm hitting everything up. So I never really got into it, but I always wanted to spray paint some shit up. You know, I like the whole graffiti side of the hip hop culture. I definitely wanted to be a part of that. I tried to DJ. Fucking hands is too heavy. Don't work. I definitely break dance as a kid. I swear I was nice though. I swear I was nice. I remember my uncle has a story when he got out of prison. You know, my grandma was telling him like, you know, do you dance for him? So I started hitting that shit up, and I got on my head and you know, hit a head spin, and he said my neck looked like that shit was finna break. That shit was funny, but yeah, man, I never really got into the whole spray. I mean, the graffiti side of the hip hop world. I definitely want to though. I definitely want to. I might now that I'm older and I can afford to do some shit. You know, maybe like hit up a what would it be, like a board? Like I buy a big ass board or something. I don't know. Maybe later on in life. I don't know. Silly Willy, let me know. Are you a graffiti artist, my boy? Are you a graffiti artist, my boy? I'm curious. I'm curious. Let me know something. But yeah, man, I much respect to all the graffiti artists out there. I do know a couple of them though. Shout out to Vic. You know what I mean? Out in Stockton, California. Shout out to the homie Vic. But yeah, man. Like I did just say, bro. I haven't been putting my best foot forward with getting these whole what the fucks together. Show topics and shit like that. If you in here right now, throw some topics out. I definitely want to talk about some shit. It's crazy, man. All right, I'll keep it. I'll be transparent, right? So now I usually this is how I go about things. I get on YouTube. I get on social media. I watch and see what's going on out there. Whatever's interesting, I put it down in my notes. You know what I mean? And whatever kind of questions or questions or ideas I have from that topic, I'll structure it into a show. You know what I mean? But lately, man, I just ain't been. I don't feel what's going on in the world. It's shit's hella like hoish. You know what I mean? It's a lot of ho shit. Like it's like a lot of gossipy shit. I really don't fuck with the gossip. I think it's like kind of corny. It's just like it seems like a bunch of like industry shit that they're trying to get people that do this type of shit, which is like live stream / podcast type shit, and they try to get us type of people to feed in and talk about, but it's just like I'm not on it. I don't think that shit is tight to me, man. I think the shit is just it's like it's ass, man. I don't give a fuck about who these bitches is fucking. I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit, bro. It's I don't know, man. It's I'm not for all the weirdo shit, man. I did see something interesting though. What's bro name? Jimmy Butler, right? He was talking about how he wants to trade because he's like losing his love for the game, playing for the Miami Heat. He said he loves the city. He just don't, I guess he don't like the environment as far as the team, the organization and stuff. Now, that tripped me out because it's like, I remember the other day, I was thinking about how people, whenever there's like a athlete or something that's real successful and making all this money, a lot of people always say shit like, he should just shut up, man. What is he complaining about? What is he complaining about? He has all this money, yada yada. And I think that shit is weird, to be honest, because it's like, just because you have money don't mean that your problems go away. That it don't mean that whatever you got going on in your head mentally, it just fucking leaves now. You know what I mean? And I think that shit is weird. I think even people that are successful need to have grace, man. I think life is hard, period. Just because you rich as fuck don't mean that you can't be going through something. I think a lot of people think that their problems are tied to their wallet. And I don't think that that's all the way the truth, man. I think people just aren't looking at I feel like people aren't looking at themselves in totality. I think people look at their mental health and think like, man, I'm not happy right now. You know what I mean? And then they think like, well, if I had the money, I can make myself happy. And I feel like that's a percentage true, right? I feel like a percentage of that is true because you'll be happy in that moment. But when you go back to lay down, like when you're by yourself, okay, say a motherfucker lonely, right? I'm like, man, well, if I had the money, I'd go on vacation. I'd be happy. Okay, but yeah, let's say you do get that money then. Say you do bless you get blessed with that money and all your bills are paid and shit like that, and you have the money to go on vacation. Say you go on a cruise. It's hard for you to talk to people, yada yada. You know what I mean? So you want to get out and go enjoy yourself because you don't like who you are at home. You don't have any friends, yada yada. So you think being a millionaire going on this cruise, all of a sudden you're gonna become a people person? That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go to a whole nother country and all of a sudden, because you know the women out there are looking for Americans and shit, you're gonna find a wife that's gonna fold all your fucking big ass drawers and shit and wash all your clothes happily and smile the whole time. That's just gonna happen when you scared to talk to bitches in the first place. That's what I don't understand people, bro. I don't understand people. Nothing is gonna change about your life if you can't change your mental. It don't matter how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to materialistically enjoy yourself, but mentally you still gonna be the same miserable motherfucker, bro. You are gonna have fun, you're gonna run around, you're gonna spend all this money, and you're gonna see all these places. And at nighttime, when you go back to your room, you're gonna go and you're gonna sit in that fucking hotel room or Airbnb, and you're gonna sit there, stand at the four walls, wondering what the hell is going on and why you are still unhappy, bro. It's because you're mental. It's not about your pockets, bro. The pockets, the pockets are only gonna add to whatever you feel is going on, bro. That's all it is. No lie, that's really what it is, bro. And it sucks, but it's true. It's really true, bro. And you know, a lot of artists, right? A lot of artists be like, man, if I was in your situation, I'd be happy, I'd be doing this and I'd be doing that. And it's like, you barely put out any music. You don't put the work in. So if you was in my position, you would be fucking miserable, bro. You would be miserable because like supporters just don't support if you're not working. They don't just fucking just stay there and just, hey, people aren't in my inbox just like throwing money at me. Hey man, it's not here. Let me shoot you this $60 because I fuck with your music. You know what I mean? It just don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. And yeah, the compliments that you get is nice, but there's another side to that shit. You know what I mean? If you're not putting in the work and moving every fucking day, them compliments more than likely can turn into some fucking hate. You know? I remember some supporters were reaching out to my mom. You know, on Facebook you could put family members, and I put my mom and my dad in there. And somebody reached out to my mom and they were like, hey, thank you for birthing Syph Morris. And without you, we wouldn't have the music that he's putting out today. And she hit me up and she was all psyched. She's like, oh wow, look, that's so nice of them. And you have real genuine supporters. And I was like, that is cool. But I was like, me, my whole cynical paranoid side, I sat back and was like, bro, just as fast as a person reached out to show love, somebody could really throw some hate out there, man. You know what I mean? Like it's a double-edged sword, bro. Like it's a slippery fucking slope, bro. Anytime you feel like you're at the top of the mountain, right? I think about, and this is a whole paranoia situation. I think all it takes is for me to make the wrong step, and instead of me climbing up the mountain, I'll be tumbling down this motherfucker. You feel me? That's all it takes, bro. That's all it takes. You really got to be mindful about this shit, bro. You really got to be mindful about all this shit. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Like, one of the craziest things that I think about is the grass is greener on the other side type shit. Because that's what we really think. That's what we really think, man. As people, man, we always look and be like, man, that's just nice, man. He got it made, man. I'd love to switch spots. I remember my Spanish teacher, he was telling us a story about that. You know, he was like, man, don't always assume somebody has it better than you. He was talking about how when he was younger, he had moved to America, you know, and he was working on this dude's house. Him and his buddy were taking a break and they were eating a sandwich. And they were just fucking chilling and and you know enjoying their sandwich. And dude comes out and he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And like, "Oh yeah, we're taking a break." And he's like, oh, "Okay." And you know, so we asked him like, "Man, what do? You got this big house, man. I wish I can have what you have." And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I would trade all this to be able to eat your sandwich right now." And my teacher was like, "Here, you can have it. Take it. I don't care about this sandwich. Here, take it. I'll take what you have." And he was like, "I can't. I can only eat through a tube. I have a stomach issue." And he was like, "Damn." And his buddy was telling him, he was like, "Would you still trade spots with him?" And my teacher said, he was like, "Nah, no, thank you. I'm cool. Nah, hell no. I'm not. I would definitely not trade spots with that man. Because at the end of the day, being able to just eat food is more valuable than that shit. You know what I mean? The riches that he got or whatever, man. Being able to enjoy some food to me is more valuable than being that rich. I'm cool. I don't need it. You know what I mean? I would love it, but I'm not trying to sacrifice my health for it. I don't think so. I don't know. Would you sacrifice the ability to eat food to be able to be rich? Let's say millionaire rich. You know what I mean? 1 million in the bank. Not consecutively millionaire every year you hit 1 million, but 1 million in the bank right now, but you can't ever eat food again. You have to have everything through a tube. Would you do it? I'm curious. El Peron says, hell no. I feel you, bro. Jordan Adams says, yeah, and next person could be the biggest dick, and Mama don't deserve that. Yeah, facts, bro. I'm cool. That's what I was saying, bro. That's what I was saying. There is no way, like I had to take my mom off of that shit. There was no way I was gonna let my mom open up her messages and see some crazy shit about me. Your son's a yada yada, F him, yada yada. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. I'm cool though. El Penon says, thoughts on the Tesla truck guy who lit it off. Okay, so I don't know much about the topic, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, please, in the chat. So this guy, he drives up to Trump Tower and he blows up some explosives in a Tesla truck. Is that what it is? I'm a nobody and I still have nothing on Facebook unless you're a friend. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. People are predators, bro. Not even like, like sexually they're trying to do something to you, but like just mentally. People try to fucking shoot you down mentally all day. You gotta really protect yourself these days. But as far as the Tesla dude, what I did see, because I didn't do any research on this. So the dude, he drives up to Trump Tower, parks it outside, blows it up. Obviously, it's like a Tesla, so nothing happens, but just the roof blows off, right? And they're saying it was like an attack situation. Can I be real? Can I be real for a second? The conspiracy theorist in me says, I don't even want to say it. Yeah, fuck it, bro. Can I be real with y'all for a second? Can I be real with y'all for a second? Even if I sound crazy, can I be real with y'all for a second? Let me know, chat. Before I say it, I want to know if I could be real with y'all for a second. Can I be real with y'all for a second? I want to go there, bro, but I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. Fuck it. I feel like my conspiracy, I feel like It's a setup. I feel like it's a setup. Right? I feel like it's a setup. What better way? What better way to advertise a Cybertruck than to blow one of them motherfuckers up and not let anything around be damaged? What better way? The bomb blew up hella big, bro. That shit looked like some pyrotechnics. The video I seen, you know, pyrotechnics, bro. They can make the explosion only affect a certain area, right? These trucks and these cars, bro, have been blowing up on the side of the road, catching fire, yada yada, right? All of a sudden, somebody just roll up and boom, blow one of the motherfuckers up. For what? What'd he do it for? I don't know, bro. I just don't trust it, bro. I don't trust it. Jordan Adams says, I heard the same about him getting shot, but like, who's gonna let somebody just shoot your head? The truck, maybe. Okay. Have you ever seen somebody get shot? Have you ever seen somebody get shot? I don't know who is taking this much off of the ear, bro. I never seen that. I'd never seen somebody take this much off of an ear, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be getting grazed, meat be all hanging out and shit. It be crazy, bro. My boy Donald Trump got shot in the head and got back up. Who wants it? He on some Hulk Hogan shit. I'm cool, bro. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's no way in the world, bro. There's that motherfucking bullet. I don't know. I just don't be believing this shit, bro. I don't be believing this shit. It should be a lot of shit be phony, man. A lot of shit be phony. Remember last time, they had rushed him off stage. He was Spooky J. Then he get hit in the air and he stand up. Ooh, you missed, motherfucker. Run that shit up. I'm cool, bro. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel like anybody in this comment section, if Donald Trump was going into the restroom and he by himself, I don't need Secret Service to go to the restroom, and you was coming out of the restroom and you try to square up, oh, you Donald Trump, what's up, bitch? I wanted to see you. And you start pulling your pants up. What's up? Run up. You know what I mean? Square up, homie. I don't think that Donald Trump would be like, you know what? I'll see you right now. I feel like, hey, somebody get this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You could just tell him he don't even look like he got that in him. He don't look like he got that in him, bro. So a motherfucker to get hit in the air and just get up, you know what I mean? I've been shot at before. That is the fastest I've ever ran in my life. The fastest I have ever run in my life, I think, is when me and my homies got shot at. You feel me? I swear. It felt, bro, if I were to like physically show y'all how far me and the homie ran, we ran in like a 10-minute, 7-minute time frame. Would have taken 10 minutes to drive, bro. We ran so fucking far. Like, we ran so far. We got there and we was like, bro, where the fuck are we? It was the craziest shit ever, bro. Bro, I ran so far and so fast. It was fucking ridiculous. We was running so far, I started following it. We broke down the street. They shoot. We run down the street. It was like a group of like 8 of us. I end up with somebody I don't even know. We running. I'm running. I break. He like, come on with me. I'm running with him. We running so far. We run into a whole nother hood and get chased by a whole nother bunch of people. That shit was fucking crazy. I was like, bro, where the fuck are we? And then we end up at the spot. He like, nah, we gonna go to the homie house. We go to the homie house. It turns out to be a whole set of friends that I had. We had mutual friends. I didn't even know this motherfucker. He could have ran me into a trap. I could have ran him into a trap, but I was running with him. He could have ran me into a whole fucking trap, bro. Shit was crazy. Shit was crazy, bro. It was the craziest shit ever. But my point is, for Donald Trump to get up and act like Hulk Hogan, I'm a true American, motherfucker, after getting shot in the ear, bro, I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it. Get the fuck out of here. I feel like he was on some Stone Cold Steve Austin. He got hit by a chair, hit the ground, cut himself, and hopped up with a leaky ear, bro. There's no way in the world. There's no way in the world. No fight or flight. He just stood there and, yeah, motherfucker. Nah, Donald, we gotta go, man. We gotta get you out of here. They shooting. Man, fuck that shit. You motherfuckers gotta see me. He on some, man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. Could have been a rookie who doesn't understand explosives and used the wrong type. C4 isn't the same as TNT, which isn't the same as thermite. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. But, all right. So my theory with that, right? Because I hear you. But the first thing I think that comes to mind is, why would you do all of that? You know what I mean? Why would you do all of that as far as bringing the Tesla truck and parking it where you needed to park it and all that shit and blow it up to not have any knowledge behind explosives? I don't understand why you put it in a Tesla, though. That was weird. You're going to put 200K. You're going to put it in, what is it, 150K? I don't know how much a Tesla truck is, but you should have put that in a beater. I'd have threw that motherfucker in a Pinto. That shit going, metal shards going everywhere. That strap metal going everywhere. El Padon says, can't wait to see what kind of video they get from all those cameras. Yeah. Bro, I seen a picture of dude, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, man. It's a lot going on right now. This shit's getting real murky out here, bro. Jordan Adams said, oh, okay. El Padon says, won't get that. We won't get that either. Yeah, facts. Jordan Adams says, in person, no. My brother has, though, and that's why I think the shot was real. It wasn't supposed to miss, and pure luck. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you might be right. I could be totally wrong about this. I don't trust a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Jordan Adams also says others actually dies. So somebody was shooting. Who died? I didn't know anybody died. I didn't know anybody died when Trump got hit in the ear. Besides the shooter. He might have a shitty fight. Too. He's all that's hella funny. Some dumbass idiots have a freeze, not run or fight or flight. Kind of true. Okay, now that's the thing, right? He didn't freeze though. He got up and popping it. You know what I mean? Because Trump and Elon, cool, probably. Yeah, nah. But it's like he got up popping it. You know what I mean? That's why I don't believe it. Now, if he would have got up and was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Then it would have been like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? He's in shock because that happens. You know what I mean? That time that I ended up running after we got shot at, there was homies that didn't run. That was just like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And some of them was on some fuck you type shit. You know, they weren't tripping off of getting shot. So everybody's different. But all I know is that out of everybody, nobody stood there like, yeah, you got to try harder. You know what I mean? I never seen that. A 50-year-old firefighter died? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I got to do some research on that. That's crazy, though. Nobody talked about crisis actors or nothing when that happened, if I'm not mistaken. You know? Only when, like, schools get shot up and shit. It's just crazy, man. The world is fucking crazy, bro. It's so crazy that it's hard for me to believe, like, it's hard for me to differentiate what's real and what's not nowadays. It's just crazy, man. I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. Only thing I do know is that I pray that me and my family and the people that, that I come into contact with that I care about are okay at all times, bro. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? You guys, my family, my friends. I pray that everybody's smooth, That's all I care about, man. I care about the people that care about me. I ain't got time for nobody else. It sucks, you know what I mean? But it just is what it is, man. Like I'm learning that you can't care about everybody. You could try, you could try to care about everybody, but it's just not the way the world works, bro. Like I used to have this whole like I love everybody thing, and I feel like I do, but I don't know. I don't think I do, man. I care about everybody, you know, but I don't know if I don't love everybody. I wish I could, and I thought I did, man. I remember I prayed. I used to pray like, man, please bless everybody in the world, yada yada. And then it's like this thought came over me. It was like, well, if you can only pray for so many people at a time, would you still pray for everybody? And it's like, dang, no. I would pray for the people that I care about, because what if you just throw it out there and it don't reach the people that you actually love? I know that's kind of like yapping, but I don't know, man. Like after that, it kind of like made me rethink how I see that shit. It's just crazy, man. Jordan Adams. Excuse me. Jordan Adams says nobody has time to care about everybody. It's fuck, man. Come on. I really got to take the notifications off of this shit. Everybody, it's actually a fool's errand. Ooh, I like that. Like finding a left-handed hammer. I like that. I like that, Jordan Adams. I'm gonna save that in my mental. You feel me? I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna bookmark that in my mind, bro, because that was fire. A fool's errand. I like that. But yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I thought I cared about everybody, even and I do. I wish nothing but the best for everybody, people. But it's hard to say like everybody when you really think about who's out there. You know what I mean? You got people that be preying on minors and stuff, man. I don't. How do I wish the best for them? You know what I mean? Like you only have so many wishes, bro. It's a hard one. That was like my whole issue with the all life matter thing. Like, does everybody's life really matter? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. That was always my rebut to that, like rebuttal. Like, so does a PDF file life matter? I don't know. I don't know. Like a straight up taker, you know what I mean? Like them people that be like trafficking kids and shit, like they lives don't matter to me. I don't see it. I don't know, man. I don't fuck with that, man. I can't care about them like that. And I know that really goes against my faith, so it's something I gotta pray on, but it's a hard one, man. It's a hard one. What is it? What am I supposed to do here? Shit. What am I supposed to do? Before I go any further, man, let me go ahead and talk about this super chat goal up here. I do have a super chat goal today of $20. I don't know if it'll break the stream if you do donate $20. Before that was the case on the iMac. I don't know if that's the case on the PC. Not sure. Hopefully somebody tests it out one day. Jordan Adams says, straight up, as mean as it sounds, some people don't deserve to live. Some people are the worst. Kind of true, man. Kind of true, man. Kind of true. I was like thinking like, okay, because you got a lot of people that say this is all a simulation, right? This is just like a GTA. It's another version of GTA. It's like the most advanced game in the world, right? And somebody else is controlling us. And I'm like, dude, if that's true, there's some sick people out there, bro. There's some sick people controlling sick people. That's crazy. Jordan Adams, they got free will and choose to harm and kill others. They made their bed. They can lie in that mother effer. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, bro. I really am, man. I really am, bro. I understand where you're coming from. It's hard to not understand, because it's like, I got kids, you know, I got kids, man. Like, I be thinking about I gotta protect these kids all the time. I be thinking about that shit all the time, you know? Like, man, if it go down, I gotta put my life on the line for these kids. And it's like when you think about it like that, you got a whole fucking sea of motherfuckers out there that's just trying to do harm, bro. What are you gonna do? You gonna step up to the plate? Or you gonna fold? Put mine on the line, bro. Fuck that. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, bro. I don't know, but like I said, bro, next time I come back, I will have a whole show of fucking topics. Today wasn't that bad. Shout out to the interaction from the chat. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Jordan Nelson. Shout out to El Pedon. Shout out to every single person that's watching right now. I thank y'all for tuning in, bro. I'm more than likely going to jump on GTA RP tonight. So if you see me go live, that's what I'll be doing. Like I said, bro, going into 2025, there's no slowing down. We only going harder, bro. So while I will be picking up the topics, I'm gonna be picking that shit up. I promise you. Tuesday, the next time I do one of these type of segments, we will have some fire topics to talk about. I promise you that. I put that on my life, right? So that's how hard I'm gonna work on that shit. And then we're gonna get into the gaming, the role play shit. We're not slowing down, bro. I promise you that, bro. Dead ass. Big shout out to every single person that's in here right now. Big shout out to every person that's joining us later. I'm about to get out of here. And I promise you, a fucking 180.